Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. As I'm sure you're now aware of everything that's going on in Southport, where a 17-year-old Cardiff born of Rwandan heritage, whom the police has now revealed to be Axel Rudakubana, who neighbors have said that the family are heavily involved with the local church. In other words, they are Christian. He has now been charged. So because of this, far-right guys were attacking mosques. They were attacking the religion of Islam. So my question is, now that he is Christian, are you going to still be consistent? Which church is going to be stoned and protested out of? Will Tommy Robinson and the far right be consistent with their outrage, or will they try to bury this under the carpet and call it some sort of conspiracy? That being said, when the stabbings had taken place, there was a vigil, prayers, commemoration, mourning of the people that had passed away. A man was seen in the vicinity holding a flick knife, and images of this man went viral, and that then caused the far right extremists to descend upon Southport, do their riots, attack mosques, attack even police officers. Like I mentioned in the previous video, at least 30 with broken bones and concussions. But now we can reveal that this person, whom the far right assumed was a Muslim, was Asian, that precipitated these riots, is somebody called Jordan Davies of Southport. Let's have a look at Jordan Davies. Yes, clearly a Muslim individual, clearly an Asian individual. What these knuckle-dragging racist fools did was they got catfished by their own racism. They assumed from this video that he was Asian. But what we saw afterwards was absolute mayhem in Southport. Yeah, we saw... Again, I can't show these clips because I showed them in the last video and it's got age restricted, which is basically YouTube's way of killing a video. But we saw not only the riots, but we saw the mess that came the day after, and the local community were helping clean it up. And the masjid, the mosque that was bricked, stoned, fireworked, the wall that was destroyed, the community in the following day were helping to rebuild it. Just goes to show that the far right are trying to claim the white identity, but I would say majority of the white identity is much smarter than these knuckle dragging fools. So now the question arises, all these people that were rioting, they're clearly not Muslim. According to them, they're clearly not atheist. They are Christians. So my question would be, are they going to be put forward to prevent because of their extremism? Are we now going to ask who and which vicar, bishop radicalized them? Are we going to label Tommy Robinson as an extremist who again precipitated this? And of course, not forgetting the likes of Andrew Tate, whose account was one of the 4 that falsely said that the perpetrator was, well, the original 17-year-old was an illegal migrant, because he's been pandering a lot to the far right because who knows, maybe he's trying to stay relevant, maybe he's fallen off the wagon, what can be said? But because of his involvement and false involvement in this, it caused a riot which eventually led to the attack of a mosque. So yeah, which church did these people attend? We're not going to be asking these questions because these were the same individuals that, because of the Leeds riots and the Manchester incident, they were saying, hey, police are being attacked. Why would you want to attack police? But it's these people that have attacked more police than the whole year that we've been seeing the pro-Palestinian protests. Yes, the protests that even Suella Braverman were calling hate protests, but you will never see her now mentioning and calling these hate protests as well. Just goes to show these people are just trying to earn their power and their next pay packet through divide and conquer. This is what they've been doing since day one. Divide and conquer, and you know what? We're falling for the same strategy, unfortunately and sadly. But yeah, you can even see small kids being egged on by these adults. But you're never going to see them being stopped at the border because of Schedule 7. That's discriminating against people of a certain color, of a certain background. But anyway, I don't want to get into that. The joke's on you, you clowns. You have literally gone to a place that people were mourning. And like this shopkeeper said, you robbed his store, took cigarettes and alcohol, went there to have a jolly knees up, and then after causing the mayhem, it's the locals that had to clean it up after you. And lo and behold, what we find afterwards, the thing that started it all was one of your own guys. Yes. Hey, you can see a woman saying, he's a patriot. He's one of us. So what? Girls have just been stabbed, you fools. Can you put your skin color to one side? Did you ask Jimmy Savile's religion when he committed what he committed? Did you ask Harvey Weinstein's religion? Even though people were mentioning his religion, but then again, they were labeled as anti-Semites. Just seems very convenient anytime something happens that is remotely carried out by a brown guy or somebody that associates to a religion other than Christianity. Oh ho ho ho. The T word gets brought in. You know what? We're bored of this hypocrisy. Our prayers and our thoughts are with the people mourning. And like I said in the previous video, if it was up to Muslims and Muslim law, boy, this guy that perpetrated this would have been hung, drawn and quartered. It's as simple as that. Him being slung in prison is not good enough for taking the lives of so many kids, of so many little innocent children, and attempting to take more as well. Let's leave it there, guys. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.